Hey, welcome. This video I'm going to be showing you an inventory and bank favor run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new toon. So let's start. I'm going to do a PDK, Purple Dragon Knight, which is an iconic. For the simple reason I think is the easiest. You just rip through, slashing, you know, killing some guys one hit, some guys two. So survivable is important. I'm gonna just go strength based. I'm gonna go yeah, it is a great sword, two-handed. I'll show you that. It's a bound to account great sword. I like having high jump. Nothing else I really foresee that fits other than a balance possibly. That works for me. Alright, so I'm kind of just winging this. There's nothing, I mean, nothing that I do set in stone. Every time I do it, I change it a little bit. But I'm going to get cleave and great cleave, so you got to get power attack with that. I am going two-handed fighting. But let me see real quick if there's something else I want. The great sword I'm going to be using is it's slashing great sword. It's called Wave of Sorrow. Alright, so let's get weapon focus slashing. Gives 1 to attack rolls when using a slashing weapon and +2 melee power. So melee power means more damage. Yep, looks good. Oops. Alright, it's just going to hold up. Give me just a second here. I just want to double check, see, make sure I call it what I want to call. I'm thinking this is going to fit. I forget how many letters you need. Cool. It actually just with a couple to spare. Alright, sweet. So the weapon I'm going to be using, I cannot be lawful with that. I can, but then I'll yield a negative level, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to go neutral. So the reason I'm calling this toon the surname 789, because it's just a bank toon. I'm going to put all my gear that's level 7, 8, and 9 on this toon. I'm trying to organize here, going through, making bank toons. So I'm trying to get a little bit of a rhyme and reason down for it, make it a little easier for me to find stuff. Because so many times I'm like, crap, where the heck did that go? And if gear gets outdated, feed it to your sentient. You know, I'm just trying to consolidate everything else. So for those of you that don't know, if you want to keep your UI layout, basically you type down here / save space UI layout space. Wait, hold on, gotta type it. I'm getting all confused. Oh, I forgot how to do it. Wow, did I really just draw a blank here? I just drew a big blank. Okay, I got it. So if you want to save it, you hit /UI space layout space save. And then if you want to call it something, like for example, if you have 4K resolution, you could type in 4K. Then let's just say you change it to 1080p resolution. You could set up your UI layout and then hit, you know, /UI space layout space save space 1080p. Yeah, hey, thank you for that. I had to look it up on Wiki. I don't know, I've done it a million times. I just drew a blank. So I'm currently running in 2K, so I change everything to 2K. That's what I name it for my main UI layout. I'm just going to change, since I'm running 2K, I got to go to the biggest font for me to see it. It's really small. Still a little small. I'd like to go maybe 22 or something would be nice, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers. I'm running in 2K, I guess I can't complain. Okay, so, and then if you unlock your hotbars, for me it's right control plus unlocks them. And it's kind of finicky here. If you take the one out, and then let's say I reload my UI layout. My one stays over here. But I don't want my one here, I want one up here. So what you have to do is put the one back and then go to 4, take 4 out, and then redo your UI layout. If I could type it correct. There you go. So now they're all in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just something I do. So I'm gonna go 15 levels fighter here. Want to accept the training. So I'll just kind of try to whip through this here as I'm leveling up. I'm just going to go jump and balance all the way. I want to get anything that's going to help with damaging. Survivability is nice too, don't get me wrong. Takes a minute here. Now this is the third. It's not my third bank tune ever doing, but it's my third one doing recently. It's been many years since I've done my other ones. Okay, I'm going to be using a two-hander, so I don't need anything shield. I'm just going to take toughness for now. A little more survivability. I could have gotten the, was it heavy armor training or proficiency? So either go strength or con. I will grab a couple cakes for the simple fact that normally if I would die, I'd just, you know, start over. but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to grab a couple cakes out of my shared bank. Yeah, I could have gotten the heavy armor training. It'd help a little bit. So I'm going to get power critical. I forget what this one is. I don't think it has anything to do with two-handers. Doesn't look that way. Great cleave. Definitely want that as well. So I'm going to have a couple feats here the next time I level up that I can select. So, and Ross Assassin was so nice. He took some of my information from the spreadsheet and some from Wiki and combined it together. Wrong button. And put in a favor run spreadsheet. Wow, I did it again. And with that, I went through and ran it a few times. This is, like I said, my third time. Not quite perfected. No, I like to kind of do things quick as possible if I can. So what I did is I put them in order from running the quest starting in Korthos and working my way through. I tried to do the quickest quests. They're the easiest ones for me, maybe the ones that I know the best. I'm not sure how my mind thought on that, but it works pretty well. There's a couple that are a little bit more difficult, but I am going to be level 15. So the only thing that's going to be real difficult is if I encounter a beholder, which I will. Alright, more melee power and damage. So yeah, like I said, the weapon is Wave of Sorrow that I'm using. It's one of the best damaging bound to account weapons that I could find with not searching for hours. That drops from the Mines quests. Desire in the Dark is where it comes from, the last one in the chain. Relatively easy to farm, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, improve critical. I'm over halfway there. The other two times we did this, I actually ran it with Ross. So I'm going to be doing it by myself, so it's probably going to take me a little bit longer. But the last time we did it in quest time was 70 minutes, so just over an hour. And then running to the quest, I tried to minimize that. Like I said, start in Korthos, go to the harbor, from the harbor to market, House P to House K, and finish it up in House K. And that will be Coin Lord's Favor, 150 plus. I forget, it might be 152 or something like that. And then House K Favor, 150 plus. I will be giving myself, since I'm guild leader, I will be giving myself a guild invite just for the sole purpose of the ship buffs. Be nice and quick. Fire resistance is really important. I mean, there's some others as well. That's pretty nice. Plus 6 to melee power. okay, be that way. Double clicked it, it overrid the greater two-handed, goes in that slot. Couple more levels. And I think I'll get a tactician feat, or tactical feat. So that's 2. That gives +6. This one's 4, right? Yeah, 4. So I'm gonna get the, or I get the heavy armor. So let's see. There is +3 physical and magical, 9, 6, and 12. Yeah, 12. I'm gonna run around with a cleric higher in the higher quests. That could heal me. Let's see, what is my trip's 15? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get that +6 here to DCs. Got an even modifier to end it. So there's nothing else for really damaging, so I'm going to go ahead and get the heavy armor, the +12. Oh, because I don't have armor on. Wondering why I wasn't showing up. Yeah, I'll spend my enhancement points now. After I take my 2 tomes. Got the universal tree one and the racial. Then my equipment. Alright, so the 12 should be added in there once I put that armor on. And gear-wise, I'm just going to use the gear that they give me other than the sword. Not going to bother with the shield. I will hotbar these just in case. Move them around a little. Probably won't use defensive fighting at all. Just in case I want to auto-attack someone. There it is. Oh, I already had it. Okay, so now I have... I should be able to spend a racial and a universal point. I should still have my standard from leveling up. Okay, so attack, defense, melee power, right here. Didn't mean to click on him. Alright. So +1 to hit with long swords, or great swords. It's in there. Hitting damage with heavy blades. Having fortification is nice, but I'm going to skip on that for now. Make sure I get the melee one. Definitely want to get the critical. Good death is really good. So let me get another strength here. I actually have more points here than I thought I was going to have. Let me accept that. Alright. Get some sprint boost stuff here instead. Make me run a little bit quicker. Yeah, it works. So I must have taken it off from somewhere. All right. Borrow this stuff. Alright, so yeah, Rallying Cry is a separate cooldown. Or charge, I should say. I'm not even going to bother summoning the Falcon. I don't know why I spent that point there, but oh well. Alright, I think we're all set.
Dark cults of the goddess Shar have spread throughout.
I'm going to run to a mailbox, swap to my main, invite him to the guild.
Thrown into the prison city of
Her.
Irestone, and the Purple Dragon Knights are seeking help in the task.
So another thing you might want to consider out getting is a 30% striding item also. So they're 5%. Go a little bit quicker. I forgot all about that. Might have one in my bank. I'll see real quick. Just gonna go to the mailbox first, and let me swap to my main, invite him. Or I should say her, and I'll be right back. Oh, that's right, you guys can see me do this. So the first quest we're gonna do is Heyton's Rest. I'll start with that. There's 5 of them out in Korthos that I do. Love it. Gotta wait. There we go. I got a white screen there. I don't know if you guys seen that window pop up. But the first quest we're going to do is Heyton's Rest. I don't know if you heard that. There's 5 of them out there in Korthos that we're going to do. Shouldn't take too long to do those 5, less than 15 minutes. Oh boy, taking a little while. There we go. Should be good. Let me swap back. I don't know what's going on with DDO, but it's definitely freezing up here. Or my computer. So I'm pretty psyched about tomorrow with the Sharn pack. I did pre-order it. It's something I can't wait to... I'm going to do a blind. I'm not going to look anything up or watch any videos. I'm just going to go ahead and try to see what we can do blind. Alright, so now I'm in the guild. run to the bank, pick up my stuff. So here it is. Wave of Sorrow. Drops from Desire in the Dark. Probably should have thrown an augment in there. Oh well. Yeah, it was a little too high. There we go. Ruby of Acid. Double clicked on the wrong thing. Didn't work too well. I am going to grab 5k. And I forget what the last thing oh, the portable. Alright, now to the ship, get our buffs, and head to Korthos. So, for the majority, the first portion is going to be Coin Lord's favor. We are going to do one House K favor in the middle of that. Yeah, it's one House K favor in the middle. That one's going to be Haverdasher. Just because it's in the harbor, kind of on the way to the other quests. Then I'll have to get a little bit of Plat from my shared. I forgot about that. Because I'm going to grab a hire. And when you purchase the bank favor, you need Plat as well. Was it 2k and 8k, 10k in total or something like that? And then for the portable hole, you also have to give another 10k, I think. Just going to withdraw 50k for now. I'll swing by the marketplace to pick up a hire. I'm going to actually pick up 2. Oops, wrong one. Oopsie. Might just be quicker to run to with some of the load screen. So I'm level 15. I will get a level 15 cleric to heal. Actually, I'm gonna pick up Tempe. Tempe has Death Ward. I don't think I have Death Block. I don't know. they are two different things, Death Block and Death Ward. Okay, out to Korthos. That was odd. Spun my camera right around. Got 80 positive healing amp. I must have 40 on an item. I'm taking it because I got 40 in the enhancements. Yep. Okay, so you have to start with one of the first three. Not gonna do Cannith Crystal. Wait, we have to do Cannith Crystal. That's right. Have to do Cannith Crystal, which that's a real quick one. Well, I'm gonna start with Heyton's Rest right here as the quest giver. Do him on Elite for max favor.
Coming from deep in the crypt.
Like I said, these lower level ones I'm not even gonna bother with a
Sarcophagi. You notice something strange about the wall to the west. If you search the wall, you may discover what a treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage here. There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual. A magical crest appears.
And I don't care about XP, I just want to get it done.
It may be useful later.
Because I'm not going to be using this tune. This tune's only going to be for bank favor and inventory favor to pack my items.
As you slay these foul cultists, take another treasure chest. Perhaps the cultists brought it here, but it's your. There's another Sahuagin. It croaks. Cragwolf. Another crest drops out as you smash the altar.
You probably just run past them.
Elsewhere in this crypt.
I don't know how that turned off. I must have done that. One more crest to get. Odd.
In the middle of this chamber is an evil devourer altar. When the altar collapses, a third crest appears. It glows with cold magic.
Forget what this is. Oh yeah, okay.
A magical barrier blocks the way, and behind it, another Sahu. You fit the last crest in place, and the last devourer.
That's pretty nice. 1,000.
Bold action saved Korthos and brought the Sahuagin.
And you have to get your end reward from the first 3 quests to advance to do some of the others. So that should have been 6 Coin Lord favor. And sometimes it doesn't show up until you log out and log back in, or when you, I think, enter the next quest. Yeah, it still didn't show up, which is okay. So the guy up on the stairs, come on over here. Storehouse Secret, that's another 6 to the favor. So basically you just run right up here, look for the key. Could be in a random breakable in this room. So I just start hitting breakables.
It seems the villagers have been preparing for a protracted siege.
I'm missing one somewhere. I have to be.
A
There it is. Just so happened it was the last breakable. I could have just ran past that guy, but what the heck? I feel powerful. Might as well hit him. Maybe it's because I'm in a level 3 quest. I'm level 15. That might have something to do with it. Ooh, I didn't one-shot the guy. Alright, quest done. See, the 6 showed up from the first one now. It's kind of odd. Now I should have 12. So yeah, if you're ever unsure and you're like, wait a minute. So it still says 6. I'm just going to log out and log back in. And show you that I should have 12. Which it's going to take me 5 minutes to log out and log in. Probably should have waited. I figured since we were talking about it. And there you go, 12. So I didn't even have to turn it in to get the favor. You just have to complete the quest. Don't forget I'm turning in the first 3 quests for the simple fact of you need to do any of the other Korthos ones. So the guy sitting right there is Cannith Crystal. I forget what patron this is. It's not Coin Lords or House K. Let's just defend the crystal here.
But from the shadows approach those who would doom Korthos by destroying it.
Okay, so I was trying to summon him. I wasn't at the entrance set up there, so I couldn't summon him, but I did the animation like I was summoning him. And I still swung. See, just killed the guy, and my sword's not even out. Pretty interesting. So this one's a quick one. This one's like, I don't know, a minute long. Just gotta wait for the guys to come out. Leave my crystal alone. So you want to be careful. It is easy to fail this one if you walk too far away from the crystal and they hit it a couple times. I don't know exactly how many hits on Elite, but it's not many. Might be like 4 or 5 hits or something, I don't know. Just seeing them spawn. Come out wherever you are. Nice. That was a good death that I hit that 1100. One more, last guy spawns right over here. Just in case if I'm wrong. Yep, there he is. Alright, done.
Cultist, thus protecting the Cannith Crystal and saving Korthos.
So, like I said before, turn this one in. Now you can go inside here, the tavern. Collaborator. Yeah, why not? Put him on attack.
Your waiting bears fruit. This must be the Collaborator stepping in from the dark.
Might actually take longer with the higher Tempe's getting aggro and running the guys away. No, he's not doing too bad. Come on, Tempe. Alright, I lied. He's annoying. They're all going after him. Alright, I'm dismissing Tempe.
Your stalwart defense gives the Sahuagin pause, but you hear
Oh, don't dismiss in this one. I failed. Do not leave until Collaborator is dealt with. So nobody can leave, not even a hire. Ah, failure. Alright, so let me do that again real quick. So summoning Tempe was a mistake on my end. Forgot there's a couple quests like that you can't leave.
your waiting bears fruit. This must be the Collaborator stepping in from the dark.
Not absolutely horrible.
Your stalwart defense gives the Sahuagin pause, but you hear more of them gathering outside for a final assault. You notice a small chest hidden behind the bar.
This is what I was looking for. Alright.
You have weathered the Sahuagin storm. Now, after that,
So you can do one of two things here. You can search the door or just click on this, the disguised lever.
on the secret passage looks ancient, predating Korthos village.
Okay, so House Beneath 6 favor is what the not the Collaborator, the Cannith Crystal was.
Thought that siding with the Sahuagin would save his life.
Yeah, Cannith Crystal is House Beneath favor 6. So you have to get your end reward here. Then the other one's stopping the Sahuagin and Redemption are the other two that I do. Not Sacrifice, okay. I forget where the quest givers are. I don't think it's this guy here either. No. Okay. It's going to be the one at the door here. Ursa. And the one outside. There we go. There's Redemption. Then stopping the Sahuagin is the guy up here on the rock. Gunner.
Steam billows from the hidden entrance to an underground.
Always do elite for the max favor.
The air grows damp and fetid as the ancient tunnel descends. The tunnel splits here. Which way to the giantish device?
One thing I didn't grab was an ooze beater. I forgot to do that. So I will use
If you're careful, you may be able to take the sleeping guard.
the weapon, the other weapon, the one-hander, to beat down oozes if I have to. Oh, gotta get the other door. Whee!
The last Sahuagin guard collapses to the floor. But what are they guarding? The extravagant gong in this room looks capable of truly ear-shattering noise.
Just trying to look up, see what my jump was. Alright, 28 jump.
With the gong's reverberations, you hear a slight rumble from the larger room. But then it stops. The second strike of the gong produces the telltale sound of cracking ice.
So you got the two levers here. Didn't kill him. I'm not always killing one hit. And for the most part,
You spot a rusty
for a bank favor tune, I don't think that's too bad. Sure, can you multi-class or do something else to have more damage? I'm sure you can, but I just want to do something quick without looking up too much time. I'm not much of a multi-classer either. I seem to mess them up.
Device must be near. Ahead is the giant's The freezing mists
Alright.
spewing are directed the wrong way. With the right timing, you can get close enough to redirect them.
Weird.
The mist solidifies into ice over the ancient creature, but it's not enough. You need both jets to effect a thing of this size.
Alright.
A layer of ice forms over the ancient creature, guaranteeing its slumber. Korthos is safe.
So with, I did that 3 minutes to 10 seconds. With the second person, with Ross helping me, we did it in 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Billows from the hidden entrance to an underground.
So I run to the last quest to do out here in Korthos, then we'll head into the harbor. Oh, that's horrible timing, huh? I don't know if you guys have been noticing that, but like, I'll right click or open my inventory or something, then all of a sudden I'll spin halfway around like that. Must be working on DDO in the background.
A mangled sewer grate leads
Alright,
to an old
redempt.
abandoned Cannith manufacturing
This one took Ross Assassin and I 4 minutes 12 seconds.
One of the laboratories where decades ago, the doorway ahead has been boarded up. Oddly.
So Cleave takes those out in 1 hit. It's good. Not even gonna bother with pulling the levers or searching.
A magical barrier, arming with compressed energy, resolutely blocks your path. You hope you can find a way to disable it somewhere.
So after this quest, the next one that I do is Irestone Inlet.
In the pitch of the hiss, as the gas struggles to flow around your obstruction.
There it was. I was looking for the one on the backside. Got spun around.
The Cannith crystals, as the last crystal shatters, the hum of power slowly fades into a heavy silence.
I want to say when Ross and I did it too, I also had 30% striding boots. I failed to look at those in the shared bank. I don't think I have them in my shared bank though. That's part of the reason I'm doing these tunes, because pretty much know where all that stuff is without even thinking much about it. So this one's not a bad idea if you're worried about him taking damage. Maybe you don't deal enough damage, bring a cleric, defend him, defend Lars. A little bit on the easy side, should be at this level. So another weapon that might be real nice is the Time Blade. It's from the, I think it's from the Tome Page turn-in? I don't know, it's one of the Necro turn-ins that gives weapons. That has pretty good damage. I think it's like 22 base damage. Where this weapon here, it's equipped, so it's more. It's 17.05. The only thing with the Tome Page turn-in, that's bound to character, or the Time Blade. So if you're doing multiple tunes, you have to get quite a few of them. Alright, just gotta talk to him again.
Heyton looks weary after surviving this latest attack. Perhaps you should talk to him again.
Go now. Tell Ursa to hold the barricade just a little longer. Then meet Amalgam at the base of Misery's Peak when you're ready.
With Heyton finally persuaded to help, the people of Porthos might...
You know, one thing I'm forgetting? Might need a throwable too. I can't recall.
A mangled sewer grate leads to an old...
I'm gonna just pick one up just in case I forget. For some reason I want to say one of the quests requires a throwable. Maybe not. Okay, on to the harbor. onto Irestone. I will be calling my cleric in this one for the simple fact of all the crap that the casters do to you. And elite, max favor. Got no Reaper points. Doesn't make sense to do Reaper if I'm not gonna keep running the tune.
The gruff voices of hobgoblins can be heard nearby.
Alright, come on everybody.
These camps appear well organized, as if the crew expects to stay for a while.
So you gotta free the crew members. You can't pick up power kegs. I'll go up here and then go defeat the guy over there. Forget their names. That's right, I didn't have to go up there. I'm not getting XP for this or nothing. I can't go up there to get the power kegs. Dinks, that's his name.
The first mate of the Bomb Raider, has fought his last battle.
Don't forget to get the book.
Say he's to sail on Stormreach and blockade the harbor. Keep him from leaving the inlet.
You know, if it's something that you're going to do the same build every time, or you want to take the time, you can, you know, get gear set up, bound account gear, craft gear, Cannith crafting stuff, wind blade bracers for blurry, or whatever. There's a 1 out of 6 kegs. Not have to worry about being burdened because I'm strength based. A little bit of backtracking. Because we have to get this crew member. Four of 6 power kegs, powdered kegs. I don't know why I keep calling them power.
Scurvy the bugbear bellows as he scents prey.
You guys know me. Me and names don't mix. I'm horrible with names.
Party's prowess.
Okay, I have all the kegs. Just gotta finish freeing the crew members.
Schooner while he's ashore.
For some reason I thought you had to go up there.
At a cook pot in the back of the camp, a kobold
Yeah, you do. Okay. Yep. The objective doesn't pop up until you come up here, or maybe advance a certain part? I don't know. It might not come up at all until you show up. Clerics are the only ones I really care about killing. The other guys won't do much harm. Or they won't slow me down or anything much. Unless we get red alerted.
You have saved 8 crewmates from the Banshee. Yar-Yar's schooner has been discovered at the end of the inlet. Yar-Yar would be stranded without it. This small vessel barely looks seaworthy. The draft of Yar-Yar's flagship...
Put all your kegs in. Light the torch. Get off the boat.
Floating bomb. You hear a bellowing voice not far away. Probably Yar-Yar realizing he's stuck ashore.
And let's go find Yar-Yar. Alright, let's go finish. Just park them there, hopefully the hire will get aggro of everything and I can just recall. You know, I just pretty much one-shot most.
Yar-Yar is dead. The Banshee is avenged. Great
Sure.
cheers for our bonny rescuers.
Six minutes, 12 seconds with Ross Assassin. I did it in 4 minutes, 12 seconds. So 2 minutes quicker with the second person. Well, with Ross. Alright, now I go up to Haverdasher, which is the first House K favor one we're doing. Haverdasher gives 6 House K favor. Hopefully I'll be able to do that one in under a minute. Ross and I did it in 42 seconds.
A skittering sound beneath the floor sets your nerves on edge.
Looks like there's quite a bit of a range in front that I can hit the scorpions. It's pretty nice.
With a final spasm, the last scorpion collapses.
Alright, beat Ross in mine time. 36 seconds. Nice. So if you're looking for low level gear too, it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab the chest. Alright, Garrison's missing pack. Do I do... No, I don't. I had to think about that one. I forgot where this one was for a second.
As you enter the sewer, Garrison...
I didn't get a throwable, but oh well. I think there are some oozes down here.
At the end of the tunnel, you see a makeshift gong and a lone kobold.
So normally I would grab collectibles, but I just have a small bag. It's just gonna overfill. and I have tons of the prayer beads. Normally I'd go through that hidden, run in the quest, but no need for optionals, just rip through it. Yeah, I was thinking this one was, I think Dirk's got a secret with all the oozes. I think that's the one. I was thinking it was a different one anyways.
Signal crystal above a lever on the far wall. Metal grinds on metal, and ripples spread across the water.
So yet again, anything you gotta split up or go to two different sides, it's a lot quicker with two people. I know that's common sense. So Ross does need to do more bank tunes, I do as well, so probably won't stream it. Maybe we'll stream one with him and I.
Two signal crystals are placed
But
above a metal gate.
yeah, it'll pretty much be the same thing. Doing the same quests.
You leave the festering sewer water, only to be assailed by a pungent new scent.
Alright, let's see.
Has been unceremoniously discarded beside a brazier.
Okay, 2 minutes 55 seconds. We did it in 2 minutes 30 seconds with 2 people. I don't know, I'm kind of a numbers guy, so I like to keep track of this stuff. Alright, so now we do the 4 in the waterworks. But first, I'm just going to buy a throwable real quick. Hoping to get a returning something or another. Why not 5K? So I do all 4 quests here in the waterworks. Last one's pretty quick. The first 2 are, yeah, they're pretty quick too. That's one thing I failed to do. Normally I bring a couple bells of opening also. Because if you do that, or if you're a rogue or arty, you don't have to find the key in the first quest. It could save a lot of time. Saves a lot of killing because you don't have to go down that one corridor to the right. But I got faith that I could do it. I don't want to get too cocky and die in a level 3 quest. 5 on elite. That'd be hilarious. Wow, I actually got some XP out here. (1 to 6) to get full XP. Alright, so now, since I don't have bells of opening, I'll have to look for the key. The old-fashioned one. Because if you have a key, or a bell of opening, you could just run over there and get the, unlock the door.
You hear a loud chorus of snoring creatures behind the door.
Let me go up. I don't know if you could target this chest if it's up top here. It's random. I don't know if you could target it from bottom. And it looks like it's not here, so I'm not going to bother with the rest of that room. So that means it's got to be in here. There it is. So since we're already on this eastern side, we'll get this lever up here. All I have to do is pull that lever and get on out. But to keep alerts down, I'll kill a few guys. Alright, now let's go to where we use the key. We use the key to get another key. Rare's up, not anymore. Oh, that was the rare chest. I was wondering where it was. Barely ever see that rare.
You hear an arrogant and loud yipping voice behind the door.
So there's the second lever you need. And then when you're in here, don't forget to talk to the chief here. And let's complete it. Go into the second one. So yeah, if you split up in this one and have open lock or a bell of opening or something, you do it pretty quick. I think, yeah, we did it in just over 2.5 minutes. So this is probably going to take me like 3.5. We'll see. Okay, almost 4.5. A lot longer than I thought. This one too can be kind of difficult. You want to watch. This is named Arlos. Want to make sure he doesn't die. I like to call a cleric from this, even though he can die pretty darn quick, running back through the traps that are right there. So I like to kill every guy on this one, just because if he hits a trap once, isn't quite dead, and when these guys come up and hits him, then, you know, we're in trouble. So guys will respawn right by those spikes there. So hopefully we get Arlos right up in one of these top rooms. It's really nice when that happens because you just talk to him. And if you're quick enough, you can run out before he aggroes the other guys. So that first lever opened up all these gates. Nope, he's not there. Nor there. Nor there. He's gonna be in the bottom last room. We're gonna have to kill everybody. Yeah, he's on the bottom. Oh, he's got nothing for curse removal. So to open the bottom gates, it's the lever to our right. That one with the diamond. There you are. Ooh, he's a Mark of Law. So what does he have on it? Do not use. Okay, force on hit. True sight. Vulnerable to chaos and damage boost. Go kill him. Normally I take him up top, but it'll be quicker going this way, I have a feeling. Now, I try to run in the footsteps that he will go. But instead he's going to stay there and fight like a fool. Come on, Arlos. There we go. Got lucky. Alright. Now to the third waterworks quest. So I recall and re-enter. I think it's a little quicker than running all the way back towards the beginning. Don't forget to talk to the guard here. Chain rewards, sometimes you can get some semi-decent loot out of the chain reward, so I'll pick that up some other time. I'll look at. So back in.
The strong smell of sewage permeates the air around you.
This next one's real nice if you could split off into two groups. Definitely makes it a lot quicker. So this next one took Ross and I 3 minutes 42 seconds. So let's see if I can do it under 5 minutes. Thinking about calling my hire in this next one. Nah. There are some oozes, I'll just leave them alone. I'll go where the oozes are last, so that way they're not following me through first half of the quest. So I want to do Reaper. I'm so used to doing Reaper. Yeah, there are. That's right. There are some at the very beginning too. Darn it all. Oh well.
In the center of the room, a grate covers a shaft that disappears into the depths of the sewers. Dropping straight down this shaft would be deadly.
So don't forget to get these 2 levers.
It might help break your fall.
You know what? Screw it. That's not too broke. Alright, going south first. So there's more oozes to the north, and they keep respawning 2 at a time. So the longer you are there, the more that are going to come out. That being said, as soon as you walk up to it, 2 spawn. So, like I said, I'll go this way first. That way I don't have additional oozes. So don't forget here, you have to pull 2 of these on each side. Normally what I would do here is kill the oozes, and then I'd pull the valves as I go. I'm not too worried about it. Having 355 hit points and the resistance from the ship. Which after this chain, I think I'm going to hit the ship again, because it looks like my 1 hour buffs are almost worn out. Those resistances help a lot. Oh, I never got... Oh, I have an item for fire resist. Like, wait a minute, I never got fire resist. Sorry, PDK I think gets an item. Anyway. Okay, I do have Death Block.
They read, Chief Jittic.
Greater fire resist right there, plus 30.
You hear loud footsteps on the other side of the door.
So you need to pull the lever and you need to get the right chest. Oh, I lied. The left chest. Yep. So on the cloak is fire resist. Alright, so yeah, not too bad. 4 minutes, 42 seconds. Now this last one go real quick. It could take a long time too. Hopefully it'll go quick. If you're unsure, sometimes it's hard to see them if you walk up to the grate. So usually I just pull levers all the time. Depends on your brightness and all that other stuff. So you have to go to the northeast corner to kill a guy. So we're gonna go up there now, and on our way, look through the gates for that dead guy there, or almost dead, whatever he is. I think he's dead. So it's random where he is in the cell.
Cruel implements of torture are scattered around the floor.
There we go. Got the one objective already. Just did that weird screen turn on me again. So all we have to do is find him. It's a prisoner.
You hear the cold scraping of bones against brick.
We're about halfway done looking through all the cells. Come out wherever you are. Another prisoner. I'm pretty sure I've never seen him in with a prisoner. I think there's can only be one in a cell at a time. Okay, just as I thought. He's gonna be far away. It's gonna be like the last one we look at. Alright. I'm gonna start opening them now. That's what I usually do, just because sometimes I have a hard time seeing where they are through the gates. I don't think there's... yeah. Not down there. See, sometimes those bones trick me, and I think they're bones, but they're him. Or I think it's him and it's a set of bones, or a pile of bones. Just peeking at the wiki map to just double check, make sure I'm getting them all. prisoner. Yeah, this one's taking me way too long. Alright, there could be a few here. Just whatever you do, don't click on the exit. Where are you? Just have a few more to open up. You know what? I forgot about this before. I've done this like 2 other times. There's a area up over here past the trap that he can be. I bet you that's where he is. Now I opened up every single gate. I completely forgot about this. I was even looking on the wiki map and it just went right over my eyes. Or over my head. So I think there's a few in here. There he is. Stupid me. Yeah, don't forget about this corner. That took like 10 times longer than it should have. Alright, not quite 10 times, but 8 minutes 34 seconds. Whew, that was painful. This quest usually isn't that difficult. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why, but I completely forgot about that area. And usually I'm the one reminding other people in the group. Remember, he could be up there too. Check that northwest corner. Yeah, how's it going, Pador? Oh, I'm gonna get my chain reward now, see if there's anything good real quick.
The strong smell of sewage permeates the air around you. You hear human voices up ahead.
And the next quest we're gonna do is Kobold's new Ringleader. That one's pretty quick. Yeah, no problem. So get your chain reward, you have to run back to the first quest, quest giver in the waterworks. Yeah, I'm a little bit on the tired side. I went to bed real early this morning. Normally I stay up till at least 8 a.m., sometimes like 11, 12 a.m. because I do third shift. It's my night off last night, but I ended up going to bed at 3 a.m. So that was real early for me. Woke up at 9 a.m. So I got 6 hours. I feel pretty good, but now I'm getting kind of a little tired. Just not used to it is all. So I usually look through these. Some of these can be pretty good level 1 stuff. You know, some of the non-named, like, oh, that's weird. Level 8 Vorpal. Level 8 item out of this level 3 and 4 chain. That's pretty good if you use Bluff plus 7 at level 3. Level 135 Fort. Might take that 35 Fort at level 1 medium armor. I'm going to be doing a cleric on my other toon soon. Be pretty nice for him. Yeah, why not? Okay, recall out. And then Kobold's new Ringleader. Did say I was going to ship off after that, but this is the last quest. I forgot about this one in the market. So I'll hit the ship after this. So if you have a high enough jump or don't break the breakables, you can jump on over here, skip a lot of fight. If you don't have a jump at this level, like if you have cleric feet, then you just have to run around. Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea there. Getting the swim boots and topaz of water breathing. It's actually a pretty good idea. Bound to account, okay. That's right, yeah, all that stuff is bound to account. Could have done that too for my cleric. Didn't even think about that. Especially having heavy armor and a shield, I'll have to unequip that stuff if I want to swim. For any length of a time, that is. So, I don't know if you heard, but Ross Assassin is going to be a monk his next life on his secondary toon. I'm going to be a cleric. We're going to take him to 30 and hold him for a while and do raids and stuff. So, I'm going to have cleric feet. He's going to have abundant step. Where this life, we're both sorks, and I have the wind dance, so I'm always sprinting ahead of him, and he's like, well, what the heck? And I said, don't worry, you'll get back at me when you turn into a monk. He's like, yes, can't wait. And I said, I can. I like being fast. I hate being the last one in the group all the time. So, minute 47, not too bad by myself. Alright, to the ship. Hey, thanks for stopping by and chatting. See you later. So I'll just make sure I repair because I hit those few oozes with the other weapon. I don't think I have any bells of opening in my shared bank, that is. I'm not going to buy any more from the store. I got quite a few. I do. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, that's right. I don't need fire resist. Got it on the item. Greater fire resistance. I like the look of the weapon, like the colors. I think that's pretty cool how they incorporated that wave effect. It's like a red, orange, pink, purple. It looks pretty cool. Okay, so missing in action. Yet again, this is a quest. You can cut the time in half with 2 people.
As you make your way into the sewer,
So this one too, so many times, I've ran this a lot, and there's been so many times that I did not do this properly because I'd get to the gate and be like, why can't I get in? Or why can't I complete the quest? You know, I'll get in, but won't complete it. And I will show you why that is. So
the bodies of some of the missing adventurers litter the floor near the left.
these guys here, you have to kill them, or you can't complete.
Perhaps it is tied to the crystals that power the gate.
Good. Ooze didn't damage it. Alright. Let's locate the first party.
Significant force of kobolds.
Interesting. So here, I'm not going to go get that party. I'll show you.
There's a lever here.
I'll just get this lever. I won't walk by the shrine. Won't take much longer. Just an extra 20 seconds to show you.
All about you. You see the telltale signs of kobold.
See, find the first lost party. Doesn't appear.
Return to the woman
So you can click on the rope and not even complete it. You won't get the favor from it. So I don't think you have to kill them. With that being said, you just have to find them. It's an optional to kill them.
The bodies of
Yep,
missing
there it is.
adventurers litter the floor near the lever.
So I think that one becomes active if I walk a little closer. Let's find out, yeah. Yay, 0 XP. Alright, now after this one, turn around, the Sunken Sewer is going to be next. A couple more quick ones and we're going to do Tier. That one's fun. Sunken Sewer. Now, I like to go to the left here, but if you don't have the jump, you can't.
Water rush through these echoing tunnels.
It is a little trappy going the other way.
Into the tunnel. There does not seem to be a way to disrupt their flow. Levers on the wall might be used.
So if you have a high jump, you don't need to drop the drawbridge. With that lever there and that one over there, and well, the two we're doing now, which I think my jump is high enough, so you could just run right through all this. It is. So when you drop the bridge, I think there's a couple more guys that spawn there too. But being level 15, putting points in jump, maybe having a jump item helps going a lot quicker. So I like to always take jump.
Stagnant pool of water. It appears to be the safest place to leap.
Gotta walk towards the chest. He spawns. Kill him.
As the troglodyte leader lies dying, the magic barrier's strength seems to bleed away.
And finish out. Hahaha. See ya, Scorpion. So minute 24, Sunken Sewer. So I did that a lot quicker than with Ross and me. With Ross and me, it took a minute 52. I mean, they vary. Sometimes slower, sometimes quicker. Where you really save the time having multiple people are the quests that you gotta pull 2 levers or what have you. So now in the steam tunnels here, we're gonna do the Sacred Helm. This one's kind of a fun one. I don't do this one too often, but I really like this one. And after this, we will do Tier.
Rough voiced conversation.
What I'll call the cleric because of the casters. They enfeeble you and stuff.
Crudely stitched war banners hang everywhere in this room. You're deep in the hobgoblin's domain.
I wonder. Can I knock it? Okay. I was hoping I could. Hey, look at that, I'm enfeebled. So Get the iron key. Now we can open that door. It's pretty cool, there's shadows. Two levers up here. To one. The second one's on the other side. Jump down, go north. Well, that was definitely laggy. I killed the guy, but yet then I teleported on the ground below him. Alright, we're about halfway or a little more through.
You hear the faint sound of marching footsteps above the steady noise of rushing water.
Alright. Tier. Tier of Dhakaan. Dhakaan. However you say it. So we have 10 more quests to do, and that's including tier. Run up to House P. And after House P, it's House K. That's where we'll finish up our favor. Yeah, I'm just gonna exit through here because it's right by the gate from the market. I'm gonna call my cleric on this one again as well.
Dank water drips on you from the moss hanging above.
This one's a few levels higher. This one's what, 9 on elite. Two Aborians. Nice. Lot of champions. Wow. Another one that's a little quicker if you go 2 people. There's multiple spots you gotta pull 2 levers. Like jump over here, kill this caster first. Just a pain.
Location for an ambush.
Try to keep the alert down on this one too. So this next part, 3 levers.
You round the corner to find another large room. This one filled with platforms.
Totally failed that jump. Oh, improved destruction. Slay living. Huh. That's what that was, okay. Yeah, it looked like the Slay Living spell from the cleric. on again. That big face. It's pretty nice. It's happening quite often. Oh no, slow. Really? I don't have any haste potions to counter that. Was a nice hit.
A pipe waits at the end of this hall, presumably descending further into the depth. As you emerge from the pipe, you find yourself in a cavern instead of the familiar sewers. You must be getting close to the village of Arzak Kor.
Yay, haste slow is gone.
Things continue to twist and turn. Any intertwining footprints suggest that the Hobgoblin village is nearby.
Should have just left him. Don't forget, I was parking my hire. I was going to park them there, but guys respawn there. I'm sure the hire would be fine and kill them. It's pretty nice. I just mowed them down pretty good.
A single lever is mounted on the southern wall. It might control the door in the previous passage.
Yeah, keep him parked there for a few minutes. In this next area, when he dropped down, I don't want him getting tons of aggro.
The tunnel opens into an expansive cavern. You have discovered the hidden village of the Arzak Kor city looms before you. It is dangerous to remain here.
Aw, aw. Might have to kill those archers. Or not. Don't forget, you have to come in here and kill that red name, or you'll be backtracking. Alright, just about done. Ooh, I don't know if I ever remember seeing this tenant there. Interesting. Alright. So 8 minutes 22 seconds. With Ross, I did it in 6 minutes 12 seconds. 35 minutes on buffs. Eh. Yeah, I'll just go to ship. Normally I go, you exit here, I go right up to the porter, go to House K. But let's hit the ship again. And hang on to that too. Like I said, I don't do that quest that often. Got the cleric coming up. I'm going to be intimidating. Okay, so then we have Chamber of Insanity, Ruined Halls, Lair of Summoning, Forgotten Caverns. Also Taming the Flame, Gateway, and Jungle to Khyber, Reclamation, and Sarkos' Jewel. That will be all that we do. So the next 4 are real quick. They're fast ones. So we pick up all 5 quests in the tavern over here, because we will be doing Taming the Flame as well. Now the only quests that I might have real problems in would be Jungles of Khyber, the Beholder. Or Beholders, I should say. So, Chambers of Insanity. Let's do that one. We'll do Ruined Halls after. You know what? Yeah. Probably should have put a Ghost Touch augment in that, but nah.
The silence hanging in the chilled air of this compound is broken only by the unearthly groans of the post-forgotten sacrifices.
So, 2 people in this one, way faster than 1. Split up right from the beginning.
Cultist of Baal rushes at you, gesturing madly with his hand and raving in an infernal tongue.
So Ross and I did this one minute 54 seconds. It's gonna take me a little longer than that. So if he was here, he would already be done with the other side. We'd go to the end fight right now. It's pretty cool. I hit him with a good death, but I didn't kill him.
distance, you hear stone grating against stone.
Sound bursted me. See, and if I didn't heal myself at all, I would have been dead in this quest, believe it or not. So I was at 50% health and then dropped down a little bit. So you might want to bring a ghost touch weapon too. Or augment. Wouldn't hurt. I mean, I didn't have much of a problem. Took me an extra minute. So it really didn't actually take much longer if you were to have two people. Just depends. Okay, so now we're going to Ruined Halls. I will not call the cleric in this one. I don't want guys to attack him and hit the breakables. So there are a few traps gotta run through, but I have faith in myself. This being one of them. And there's another one to the left. We want to be real careful from this part on. Don't want to hit the breakables if you're trying to do this quick, because they spawn enemies. Like that. I just hit that one and the scorpion came out. That ooze is scooting right along. Let's see if we can outrun it. Trap. Sonic. Minute 52 seconds. Ross and I did it in a minute and a half. So where this one helps having two people DPS. Also, one person can be running straight as the other one's going getting the levers. Kind of swap back and forth with it. Alright, Lair of Summoning. Yet again, I'm not going to bother with the higher. This one's pretty quick. Short, not bad. There's a trap in here where if you don't have a lot of hit points or at level is pretty much deadly. Or a trapper. Even if you do have a trapper, you do have to go through one trap. There's two boxes, kitty corner. Alright, want some fire resist here, or just be real careful running in and out like that so you don't get... I got hit. And you want to pull him off the fire, otherwise he heals. Another minute 52 quest. Ross and I did it in a minute 36. Alright. Forgotten Cavern. I doubt that I'm gonna die, but just in case those rock ellies keep holding me and won't let go.
The stonework in this room is cracked and frosted over from the chilling influence of the ice.
Come out wherever you are. There we go.
You are struck by the familiar aromas of pungent mushrooms and even more pungent trolls.
A lot of reflux saves for heal. I don't quite understand why it does that. So, if you want, can use a bell of opening, or right there's the key. It's taking me a little longer than I thought. My alarm just went off. Say, get up, get ready soon. I should have enough time to finish this. Yeah. Fate touched with their blurriness. So the next one after this can be a pain. Taming the flames.
Think of this underground storehouse is indescribable. What trollish habits could have created such a startling bouquet of smells?
Don't think I'm going to use... I'll call the hire in that one, but I don't think I'm going to use the hire in that one. I'll probably just use my pots.
All the trolls have been slain.
256. Took Ross and I 2 minutes. Taming the Flame gives 15 House K favor. You could do something else instead, like the Prisoner, or Caverns of Cormor, or Stormbuild's Mind, you know, Fathom the Depths. I don't know. I normally like doing this one because a lot of people hate doing this one. It's kind of grown on me. I used to hate it, but if you have fire resist and some sort of heals, it's not too bad.
Your body is blasted by searing heat. It's hard to breathe down here. You hear a faint call for help coming from the cave to the north.
And if you're not doing the optionals. So optionals can be a pain. There's a lot of guys to kill. Alright, sometimes there's traps right here, spikes. And they're there.
You notice that exposure to nearby flames
So you have to get this chest.
to the summoned elemental's fire.
This is where the fire resist really helps. As you can see, I've taken next to nothing for damage so far. Okay, so now we gotta go to the north and talk to the guy. When I come back on my way through, I pull the lever before I drop down. Nice, 1580, I think is what I just hit. 1508, hard to see. So you do have to kill some elementals as part of it. Certain elementals, I forget which ones they are, but pretty much just kill as you go. You'll get it.
Passable barriers ignite nearby. They seem to be tied to the method's presence.
Now it's open, and let's talk to him. Well, we're halfway through right now.
Master Fulvio seems to be
Okay, you use the shrine, come back later, but if you come back later, you have to fight some trash on the way through. We'll go back the same way we came, so we don't have to fight too much. So this is where I pulled the lever. There could be spikes right there that I just walked through.
You hear stone grinding against your clothes.
There could be spikes behind us, there could be spikes right here, there could be spikes right here. So the large fire elementals count for this lane. The mandatory objective. There could be spikes right here.
Cracking noise echoes from far below the earth, and the second quarter yields. You hear a cry of surprise from deeper in the cavern as the third portal.
No more rallying cries. Spikes here. A lot of guys spawn up here. Alright, so we killed enough elementals. You want to get the scroll. Then go back to the guy that was down on bottom to the north. Quest complete. It's really not that bad. I mean, if you bring a hire with you, it could be rough for the hire because they don't have fire resist unless you give it to them. If you get the spell or scroll or whatever. So that's why I leave them parked at the beginning, just in case I can call them to me. Situational, but don't forget guys respawn. Should have been getting those bags for smoldering embers. I think I need some of them. Oh, he heard me. And since we have enough killed, I'm just going to go back the same path as before. I think we'll have to kill a few mephits to drop down. Yep, there we go. Okay, so 8 minutes 42 seconds. Took Ross and I 7.5 minutes. Give me 1 second, be right back. Alright, I'm back. My bedroom alarm was going off, and it just keeps going until I shut it off. Alright, 4 more left. Gateway, Jungle to Khyber, Reclamation, and Skyros' Jewel.
As you emerge from the gulch, trollish war drums begin to beat a steady rhythm. You have been spotted by a lookout. The Blackheart trolls have made their home in the shadow of these ruined walls. They seem eager to repel invaders.
So they got more hit points, higher level quest. So it takes a little bit longer to do Jungles of Khyber and Gateways real quick, but Jungles of Khyber takes a lot longer to do. But this is why I like cleave, great cleaves. You have multiple guys at once. Definitely speeds up the process here. these guys, because all we have to do is kill the 4 at the entrance.
Ahead, a glowing barrier blocks access to a forbidden town. A veteran champion of the Blackheart soothsayers seems to keep the barrier intact.
Aw. Alright. So I'm not going after XP or chests, so be fine leaving that optional up there.
One whose sole purpose is to destroy those who cheat death. A group of drow ambushers in the next room howls a battle cry. Vale's tribe must be determined to fight you and the inevitable at once.
Yet again, skipping all optionals.
As the gate grinds open, the drow scorpion screams a command.
And I'm just going to get the fight, or the dialogue started, and then I'll come back and fight those guys.
Ahead, several drow flee ahead of it in terror. You have caught up with the inevitable. It stares coldly at you.
Also, use a cleric as a sacrificial lamb for the next part. Ah, he got hit. Go get it, cleric. Go get it. Might live. I did live. Good for him.
You stand amidst a scene of terrible slaughter. The inevitable has already passed this way.
Yeah, whatever. Leave him be.
You see signs of ancient architecture.
We'll run all these guys.
Vale's tribe must be living in the ruins of an older civilization.
They must have seen me down off the side too. That's alright. Alright, so the hard part, beat all the beholders. Let's see if I can stay alive.
marked gate ahead marks the outer boundaries of the Drow encampment. You have entered a new section of the caves. In the distance, you hear a strange and evil keening. You have never heard of a beholder or anyone else. You shudder to imagine the bargain that Vale must have struck.
I'm doing that again. I lean my head to look around the corner. Uh-oh. Beast mark. They can be nasty. Yay. I always like to drop down here and kill this beholder first. So I did see that one rune I had targeted, but the objective is to kill the beholders first. Neg levels. So it must be over there, third. Yep. Oh. I don't know if I've ever seen it down here. I've seen it up here before. Same with that one. I don't know if I've seen it down there. I've seen it, I think, up there. I probably have. It's just been a while. Alright. Save that last rallying cry for when I'm running into the last beholder. So this quest right here is half the reason why I got this weapon. With the Arcanic on it. Deals that chaos damage. Still at -2 levels. I keep him in here just in case. He can come get me. Alright, charge.
Ahead, 3 champions of Vale's forces have arrayed themselves for a last defense.
Oh, he held me. I'm done for. -6 levels, no. Wow, he does not like me. And heal me. Or don't. There we go. Oh, I didn't realize I killed the caster. So to get rid of my neg levels, I'm going to hit the shrine. Just make it a little easier on the add-on fight. Okay, let's do this.
This great hall
So like I said, well, maybe I didn't say, but Jungles of Khyber, this one took Ross and I 8 minutes.
Stand against the inevitable.
So we'll see where we're at.
You have destroyed the implacable.
Yay! Still got almost 19k.
Nail
10 minutes, 1 second. Not bad. So 2 more left. And I stayed alive, so I still have ship buffs. 23 minutes. Should be plenty of time. And these 2 quests are a level higher than the last one. They're level 10, 12 on Elite. So I'll be calling the cleric in both of these as well. Ataraxia. So, pick up both quests right up here. Those 2 guys. I pick them both up now. That way I don't have to recall or run back to get the other one afterward. So yeah, Coin Lords 153 is what I end up getting, and then I believe it's exactly 150 after these 2. Because if you look at that, I don't think the Jungles of Khyber showed up. Yes, it did. 30 is, yeah, or 15 and 15 for these 2, so at 120. 15, 15, 30, so that'd be 150. Alright, this one I always start at the top and just walk my way down. There are some rust monsters in here, so you get Muck's Devastation or Muck's Doom or Muck's Bane. It's nice. Yeah, so you can't see here. So I don't want to fall down, that's why I walk around. So then I have to run all the way back up.
Stored in the topmost furnace room.
Also helps if you have some sort of freedom of movement with the puppy dogs. But we'll be alright. Revenge. Don't hit me as I'm trying to turn that valve. Alright, on to the next one. 103, done. So then I just always go around counterclockwise. Keep heading down. Down on elevation. Haha, can't grease me. cleric's not doing too bad for himself. Go Tempe. So yeah, I don't think this fighter is all too bad. Last time I did it, I did a sword and board, but I didn't have the twin blade. It was something else. Twin blade's actually pretty nice damage. Nice. Nice. Like, two down, one more. No, Scar. Scorch. Whatever your name is, stay away.
Stores the most valuable mining supply.
I'm a button masher, if you guys couldn't tell. It's like I want the cleave to kick off quicker than usual.
The fires of the third furnace are snuffed out. A rusty squeal echoes from the base of the mine's central shaft.
Nice, another 1580. It's not too bad. Just being a pure fighter and just winging it. Darn it. Outrun him. Hee 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 hee. Can't catch me. Uh-oh. Can swim. I'm very scared. There we go, finally rubber banded. Or at least I wasn't Warforged. And then it would stun me. Alright, after this one, there's one more.
The Duergar force
636.
the druid Leros
Not bad.
arrived there.
Ross and I did it in 6 minutes. But I don't think we split up. I think we stuck together. Yet again, split up in this one, it will go quicker. So a little cheat, but not cheat. You don't have to kill everybody. Just hop in the water, finish out. Just hop in off to the side so they don't stand up there and arch you.
Scaffolding and heavy
Alright, to the next one.
that this area is of high value to the Duergar.
Next and last, our bank and inventory favor will be complete. Just have to acquire it from talking to the favor guy. So if you didn't just see that, I used Rallying Cry. I clicked it like 3 times or something on my mouse, well, like once, and then I waited a second or two and clicked it 2 more times. So the first time I clicked it, it went on cooldown, but it did not appear up in my buff bar. Second time I clicked it, nothing happened. The third or fourth time I clicked it, it actually popped up in my buff bar with full time on it. So that's why I say when you take clickies and stuff, spam the button. Don't just click it once. Click it multiple times, like your bobble, things like that. Click it 3-4 times. Because sometimes, I don't know if it has to do with like server lag or latency on your end or whatever, but sometimes you click it and nothing happens. So if you click it multiple times, it usually appears. Very rarely does it not, but I have seen it before, like you spam the button 10 times within, you know, a second and a half and you still don't get it. It's like, what? Okay, this one can be very short, could also be pretty long. You have to find 2 keys. The doors cannot be picked, so you gotta find the keys. And the chest for the keys are both random throughout this quest. So I'm all the time spamming Q, looking around. I always go to the west side first, and then I explore the remainder of the tunnels in the center. And then I go east, because the doors that you have to go through are on the east. So I figure if I look everywhere else first, then I'll won't have to backtrack much. Hopefully. So the chest could be up top, could be down bottom. Could be in the little optional rooms. Found 1 chest. So that's the silver key. I'm going to go in the optional rooms here just to look for the other key. Not here. Already out of rallying cries. Alright, here's the chest. Will it have the key? Found it! Alright, cool. So now, do I need those 2? Yeah, I'll hang on to that also. 99% sure the amulet will lost. If you spend 10 of them trading, you can get a GH 10-minute potion. No minimum levels requirement to use, or minimum level 1. I'll look that up as we're running, just to confirm it. Okay, so Amulet of the Lost. Which is what I got right there. So 10 amulets for a potion of greater heroism. Turn it into the guy in House J. That is his name.
A cavern opens before you. The stems of giant mushrooms.
So now we don't have to do everything on this side. For the simple fact that we already have both keys. So I'm just going to run to the doors where we need to use them. Like I said, 30% striding to definitely make this go a little bit quicker. Having a second person to do this with makes it even quicker. If you do it with 2 people, I do recommend 2 heavy DPS fast running tunes, maybe a monk or whatever. You know, as far as heals go, you can use potions and or cleric hire. So this part I have died before in at level 15. Just from the casters. I think my ship buffs wore off and I was held or webbed. I think it was, and the casters killed me. So I go right for the caster.
The Durgar Ringleader has fallen. With ataraxia free,
Alright, 6 minutes 39 seconds.
be subject to Durgar blackmail.
That was quicker than with Ross. Did it with Ross, it was 6 minutes, actually same time.
As etched
I lied.
doorway that read
Within like 2 seconds.
devour
It all just depends on how quick you find the 2 chests. I mean, they both could be right in the hallway, right when you walk out from the beginning. You know. Alright. So now let's go pick up the favor. So the house K is up here. So right here, 20,000 gold. Got 42k. And then 80,000 gold. So now you talk to a banker. Which I just turned into House K. So there you go, 150 and 153. So we have enough favor. So House K is bank favor. So right here, there's the platinum. 2k plat is what you need to spend. Then 8k plat. There we go. Just before I forget, I want to make sure I move the important things back. Then I'll be looking all over for them. So yeah, that was the wave of something or another. Forget what it was called again. Posted it. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't post it. Well, you can look back on the video. Oh, Wave of Sorrow. Was gonna climb up that ladder and go through the teleport, but I think it might be just as quick going this way. So now we're getting the Coin Lord favor for the extra inventory slots. So you see I have 3. When I'm all said and done, I will have 5. Don't forget, you need the portable hole, collapse portable hole. Now I have it locked. Be interesting to see if I can use it with it locked. I think you can. So let's talk to him, and there you go. I'll talk to him again. Then we gotta go to the harbor to use the portable hole to get the 5th inventory slot. It's pretty cool. 1 minute left on Tempe. It's my second one, so I had at the start when I first summoned the higher, basically 2 hours in quest, so a little over 2 hours in the quest. Okay. Now this guy is up here. So you can use astral shards, 6 astral shards, or you can use 100k gold pieces and the portable hole, collapse portable hole. So I'm going to do that. Excuse me. So that will be 22k. It'll be 10k plat. There you go. There's my 5th spot. So that is how I get the inventory spaces in my extra bank slots on my mules. I just call them bank tunes is what I call them. So instead of having 4 slots from the start, 3 inventory and 1 here, now I have 8. So I doubled the capacity. Another reason I go strength, let's say you have a tune that you want to put shields on and bodies on, or heavy armor, whatever. Let's say you got quite a bit of it and you throw it on the tune. Well, if you don't go strength base, let's say you don't go strength at all, don't get any strength, you might not have the capacity to hold all that stuff because you're going to be burdened with the weight. You're going to be overloaded. Yes, you can put a strength item on, get a strength tome, all that stuff, but is it worth it? You know, it just whatever you want to do. Just keep that in mind that when you do these tunes that you'll probably want some sort of strength so you can hold something. Alright, well, that concludes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. There's multiple other quests that give House K favor, so and Coin Lord, so you could take a peek and you know, decipher whether or not those quests work for you. If you want to do it that way, a different way. I mean, hope you learned something though. Thank you.